It's time for the hottest show in America. It's time for the Al Rucker Show, where you get the 411 from A to Z, special guests, and much, much more. So buckle up for a wild, wild ride. The Al Rucker Show starts now.
Tune back into the second hour of the Al Rucker Show with myself, Al Rucker, Seven the Poet,
Say mine,
and Nikki Woods.
I'm
the smiling Nikki Woods.
It's so funny how like Seven, when you always put your phone like face down. Have you noticed that? Like, is that intentional?
Yeah.
Are you afraid somebody's going to see what you're doing, or why do you do that?
No,
I'm just curious.
I do that because, you want the truth?
Yeah, I do want the truth, and I can handle the truth.
Okay.
You remember that movie?
You can handle the truth.
Exactly.
I put my phone down, man, because I went through a very hard breakup once. I got my heart broken, and I changed the young lady's name in my phone. Well, it began a style of saving names in my phone.
Are these names of women you're just dating, or names for everybody? So, like, everybody's got a different name?
Yeah, like I can't show you what your name is in my phone.
I want to know what my name is in your phone.
Nah, we're just not gonna do that.
Am I gonna be mad at you? Yes, I'm gonna be mad at you.
You're not gonna be. You just gonna know what I think, and I don't want you to know what I think.
Which means I'm probably gonna be mad at you.
Why would you be mad?
I don't know. You just
You
have
might-
this look.
I'm not here right now.
Yeah.
I was not in the room.
Man.
What is Al's name in your phone?
Judge,
Al.
I was not.
So it's
there.
only women.
Judge, I was not there.
Can you not do this in this climate, in this social climate?
I'm sorry, Judge. I don't know what you're talking about. I was not there.
You know what? I'm like, it's not just Al. It's from the first day I met him. So it says owner Al Dolce.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so what does mine say? You told Al what his says. What does mine say?
I'm not here, Judge. Judge, I was not there when I heard that.
We've got a lot of time to spend together today, so we're going to figure this out.
I believe what Seven said. I don't know what
We're going to solve some problems with
I did
Ask
not hear
Al.
any harassment, anything. I didn't hear that, Judge.
And in out front, we're going to talk about the expense of dating per city. Like, what city is the most expensive to date in? We're going to talk about all of that. And we may have a new Ass of the Week. I already had one in mind, but I may switch it up. Because I think every week, Seven kind of puts himself on the line. So we'll see if you. I want to know what my name is in your phone. I just want to say that. But first is Colonel Loud with California Remix.
Y'all crazy.
All of that is coming up. I want to know what my name is in your phone.
Hey, Judge, I was not there.
Stay tuned for more
I was just an innocent bystander. I just didn't see anything, Judge.
on the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show, and we at that segment we call Out Front with Nikki Woods.
Yes.
Nikki, who do we have? I got tongue tied for a second. Look at this beautiful specimen of a woman on this screen.
She is one of my favorite people. She is a colleague and she is a friend. She is known as a bottom line strategist. How sexy is that? And her brand is Profit is the New Black. Her name is Shantae Hawkins, and she is a business coach and speaker. And I wanted to talk to her. So we're going out front, and we're going to talk business today. Welcome to the show, Shantae.
Thank you, Nikki.
So let's talk. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, because I think it's 2018. So 2017, my whole thing was like, I'm all about collaborations. Like, I want to just work with people. It's so much work to kind of do things by yourself, especially as an entrepreneur. And even when you have to do things by yourself, I mean, sometimes it can be a lonely existence. If you're coming from corporate America or a place where you're surrounded by people all the time, and now you're like a solopreneur or something like that. And so I was all about collaborations, and I was really not prepared for a lot of the resistance I got. For people that didn't necessarily wanted to team up. And so I wanted to talk to you because I know that you're undertaking a collaboration now with a bunch of brilliant women, myself included.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk to you about collaboration and the importance of people, and especially women and women of color, working together as entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. I mean, we have this, for those who don't believe in collaboration, going to do it by themselves, it's going to take you a lot longer, right? So whatever that goal is in your business, you could get there a lot faster when you have other women like minds together that are focused on the same thing and the same vision. Now, I think what, some of the, obviously the pushback that you might have received is people feel like if I collaborate, then somehow you're taking money from them, right? And that's not the case. There's more than enough, Nikki. I mean, and look, we're in a book that has 13 ladies, and we're all brilliant, and we're all going to reap the rewards of this amazing project. But if we were doing this by ourselves, it would take us a lot longer to achieve the levels of success that we're going to achieve through the book.
Yeah, team. Together, everybody achieves more. I'm just tripping that 13 ladies got together to put a book, because I've seen 13 ladies try to get in a limo to go to a party, and it is catastrophic.
Then they were the wrong 13 ladies.
I'm just, but I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't mind him right now.
You just threw all the women under the bus, and
no, I threw them in the limo. Give me my credit.
So I appreciate that, and like I said, your brand is always focused on profit, and I just want to give people some context. I mean, you really worked with top business leaders to build wealth in excess of $1 billion, correct?
Yes, I mean, that's what. Before I started my business in corporate America, I was a part of a team that helped raise over $1 billion, and there was no way, absolutely, that we were going to achieve those kinds of levels of money and capital raising by not doing it together. I mean, one of the things I like to ask when I'm speaking to it, like teams or organizations or groups of entrepreneurs, is, think about, how do you build a house? Ask yourself that question, or ask your team that question. How do you build a house? Well, everybody responds like, well, we need a blueprint. Well, we laid a foundation. Well, we need the materials. We need all these things. And the answer is really not any of those things. The answer is together. Together. We build the house together, right? Like, it's going to take me forever to build a house by myself. But if I bring my team members in, I mean, I'm going to mess up some stuff because I'm not, I'm not skilled at painting, right? Or I'm not skilled at whatever it is. But if I bring in my team and we do it together, now we have a home versus trying to do it by ourselves. And I only have the materials, but I don't know how to actually lay the cement or do any of those things. So you build a house together.
So I want to talk about, and I'm glad that you've made that point, because I think that that's like the one thing that is missing in the African American community, and especially among women, is that, you see other communities do it all the time, where they'll throw their resources, throw their talents, throw all of their stuff together and build something. But because you are the bottom line strategist and your brand is Profit is the New Black, I want to leave our audience with 2 solid tips on how, especially as entrepreneurs, you can make sure that by the end of the year, you are closer to profit than to loss.
Well, so one of the first things I would say do is start looking at the numbers. Like, people wait until the end of the year to assess that, oh, I didn't make it, or, oh, I didn't achieve my goals. Well, that's the wrong time. We can't do anything about it at the end of the year, because now you're just getting your paperwork together to give to your CPA so they can file your taxes. But right now, if you will stop and look at where do you stand? What is the goal? What can you do now to close that gap? Because we still have plenty of time to bring in massive amounts of income if you'll do the work. So that's tip number 1, is start looking at the numbers. The second thing I would say do is look at who you've already spoken to this year that did not move forward, that did not say yes, but didn't say no either. Reach out to them, because people all start, like, everybody starts the beginning of the year with this, oh, I want to get this done. I want to do this. I want to do that. Now is a great time to get in front of them and get in their ear. Ask them to, figure out a way that you can get them to sign up and start working with you now, or at least maybe they don't start working with you now, but they work with you in the beginning of next year, but they pay you dollars now. They lock in the rate. You give them an incentive, right? You incentivize them to bring the dollars out now, versus January 1, where the price is going to be higher.
Absolutely. I learned so much about raising my prices from Shante. She was like, girl, you better raise your prices. I was like, okay. All right, bottom line strategist. I appreciate
let's
it.
put some extra profit in the door.
And you can learn more about how to increase your profits by visiting Shante on the web at profittisthenewblack.com.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You know, they say anytime
thank you for having me.
Okay,
give
wait,
a woman-
seven is doing something. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, they say every time you give a woman something, she'll multiply it.
What are you giving, Seven? What are you giving?
Well, if you give her a house, she'll make it a home.
I cannot. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I tried it anyway.
Thank you, Shante. We've got a lot more coming up on the Al Rucker Show, including Ass of the Week, just for you, on the way.
Oh, my Lord.
It's you.
Just
It's
for me.
you. We got a lot more coming up on the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. And we're at this segment. We have, one more hot topic?
We do.
What you got? What is the hot topic?
We have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I do want to emphasize the importance of making sure that you get out to the polls and vote. Early voting is upon us, and for some, we're coming upon a time where it's the end of your ability to register to vote. So double check all your information, make sure your address. Let's not give anybody any reason to turn us away from the polls.
Not at all.
I'm gonna go vote. If I registered, if you didn't register, go vote. Do it. Do it. Let me tell you what. Yeah, I said it. I said it out loud.
That's not.
They gonna take who to jail? They gonna take the president doing what he want to, and they gonna take me where? An alcohol fool at the poll.
Did you see the story about there was a woman who tried to vote for President Obama twice and went to jail for 15 years? No, this is true.
No,
yes,
that's crazy.
And then there was another woman who tried to vote for Trump twice, and then she got a year's suspended sentence or whatever because it's illegal. I mean, it's voter fraud or something.
Wait a
Election
minute.
fraud. Some kind
Somebody
of fraud.
tried to vote for Obama twice. They got 15 years. Somebody tried to vote for Trump twice and got
Suspended
sentence. I mean, like a slap on the wrist, basically.
Now, vote once, but I'm saying even if you ain't registered, go up there. Just go up there and just knock over the polls.
So my question is, the lady, they got 15 years, so she actually went to jail.
No, yeah. I mean, it's a crime.
So why did
it's like a federal crime?
So why did Obama pardon her?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
How would have pardoned her?
That's a very good question. Yeah, she tried. This is an Iowa woman who tried to vote for Trump twice, and she got probation.
Yeah.
So a suspended sentence. It should have been 2 years, but yeah. So the disparity there, but it's just important to make sure that you vote, that you are aware and educated. Don't just go check off some boxes because you want to say and get the little sticker and you can put it on Instagram that you voted.
Yeah.
Definitely do the research.
Or straight vote. People go straight ticket.
Yeah, and I think that we're beyond the straight voting thing, that you really have to go based on candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to my boy Willie D. I got this off his page, and it was very simple, and it struck me. It struck a chord with me. He said, if voting was not important, why would these people be going through so much?
Sure.
To stop you.
To stop us, yeah.
I mean, if voter fraud can get somebody 15 years, then I would like to know what is the charge for obstruction or fraudulent practices where voters are concerned. How they they have one thing with their telling people, this is not your precinct, you can't vote here, because they've set up some dummy address somewhere else. It's so much
Yeah, but the problem is that a lot of people that they're saying this to don't know. They don't know what their rights are. They don't know how to answer when somebody says you can't vote here because your address is wrong, or your driver's license is suspended, or it's expired, or whatever. So we don't know the response. So what do? We go home and we don't vote.
You don't vote.
But we don't say anything. And so we don't challenge it. And so they just do it and they get away with it because we don't challenge it as an individual or necessarily as a community.
You know, like there was a situation with the election that these guys were showing up in the big trucks with the Confederate flags on them, you know, about, you know, just a long line of them. And they'll just park to prevent you from getting to the poll to make it seem like it's a long line to vote. So, you know, people trying to vote on their lunch break, stuff like that. So it's discouraging. People will turn away and not vote. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of wickedness. I don't know.
And I mean, usually there's a, and maybe somebody will correct me and tell me I'm wrong, but I was under the understanding that they're supposed, if you're in line to vote, even if they say your polling place is supposed to close at a certain time, that they're supposed to let everybody who is in line vote. They're not supposed to close it. And so, I mean, I've heard of situations where polling places have just closed and left people in line, and because people are not aware of what the rules and regulations and the rights are, they just go home.
Yeah, they go home.
They just go home. So not only do we have to educate ourselves, and there's a ton of people out there talking about it. We talked to Reverend Jamal Bryant not too long ago, and other people about the importance and are keeping us in the loop and are keeping us aware. And so we just have to stay in tune. I mean, this is our America too.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
this is our America too.
Yeah, it's very important to get out there and vote, especially the midterms. A lot of people skip over the midterms. They only want to vote when it's time to vote.
It's like me, who doesn't want to watch all the regular season football games. I just want to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so they do that for the president. Everybody wants to get out and vote for the president, but not realizing how important it is for the midterms.
Absolutely, because
you got a lot of important key governor races going on right now, especially down in Florida. So it's very important to get out there and vote, especially for the midterms. And
for the Senate and for Congress. I mean, those are our representatives. Yes. Those are like our mouthpieces in Washington. So we have to be engaged. Right, Seven?
Seven does. You know.
Huh?
I want you to be engaged. Exactly my point. Thank you very much, sir. We got a lot coming up, a lot on the way, including Power Up. We're going to do that with Lisa Nichols, and we're going to talk about our road trip. We also have music from Tamar Braxton, Montel Jordan, all sorts of good stuff. It's coming up.
Can't wait. I'm excited.
Can we play Power Up?
Nah.
We'll see if we can work that out.
Come on, baby.
We'll be right back.
It's the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. And we have another hot topic that we're going with.
We do. We went. I was trying to take a sip of my smoothie. We went right to it.
What kind of smoothie are you sipping on?
This is a vegan pineapple spinach.
By who?
Smoothie King.
All right. Smoothie King.
Love Smoothie King.
Where is the Smoothie King check? Pour it out.
That's what we working on.
Pour it out. Yeah, I see they got the breast cancer on the cups. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do our best.
So I was reading a story, and I just wanted to get the fella's opinion on this. Charles Barkley came out, and he says that he has not worn underwear in 10 years.
Nah.
10 years.
Nah. How long has he been retired? He had been.
He's been longer than 10
years. I don't
years.
care. Throw all them pants away. Don't just get rid of them, Charles.
Why would he not wear underwear?
Out here free balling
for 10 years.
He free balling. Charles Barkley. I'm not surprised that Charles will say he's been that way for the last 10 years.
Well, no, and I actually believe him, but it's funny because now whenever you see him like on TV, you naturally like want to
just swinging now.
Yeah, right. I was going to say maybe y'all don't, but
I'm not looking for it.
Naturally, you want to check and see. So, do you all?
Wait, Nikki. Now it done went too far.
Yeah.
No, we're not checking. We're not checking.
Well, not physically checking. I mean, your eyes. It's like maybe not you guys, but the eyes go down to see if you can tell if he has underwear on or not.
Out there to all the women out there in listener land, I would just like to announce the official end of sundress season.
Yes.
And it is officially gray sweatpants season.
Yep.
Enjoy these next 3 to 4 months, lady, as we entertain you all. Elisa, why are you looking away?
What is gray? What is it?
Gray sweatpants.
What is that?
Joggers, sweatpants.
For women?
For men.
For men.
You like that, huh?
So let me ask though: is there ever an occasion that you guys would go without underwear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like out in public, not like at home.
For what?
No,
like not wearing it under your clothes. Like
every once in a while, when I leave the gym, my bag, I'm missing underwear. So
you forget your underwear.
I forget my underwear.
My
wife be like,
look at
my wife be like, you need to stop, get some underwear.
Buy you some at Target or something.
Yeah, I just let it go.
Never for you, Seven. Absolutely never.
One thing I do know is I would never leave the gym with Al. Ever.
No, but you can't tell me, man. You've been in rush and pack your bag up real quick, and then you get to the gym. You're like, man, I forgot something. And normally it's underwear. Normally it's underwear for me.
Nah, I mean, this might sound a little thawed off, but I don't I don't shower directly after my workout.
Yeah, I got to.
I can't.
I leave there and go straight to the office, so I have to take a shower.
Well, nah, what I do is first off I put a towel in the car, and I put that towel in the seat because I know I'm sweaty, and I go home, and the drive home gives me time to stop sweating. Then I can take my shower, because if I just run right in the shower after the work, I'm still sweating, and I might have to take a shower again.
I do agree with that to a certain degree, but I just don't like taking a shower at the gym. Like I would never. I mean, I would always go to the gym and give myself time enough to go home and change. Like I don't want to take a shower.
I've never taken a shower at the gym.
Like,
I mean, it's just too many strange things that happen in the.
You didn't participate in sports then.
I did participate in sports.
I did too.
But we didn't necessarily take a shower together.
I showered at home.
You didn't shower? Y'all didn't have like the gym shower, the open shower, everybody went there and shower?
Not necessarily.
Well, sports period was always the last period of the day. It just went into practice. And since, my people ain't, I don't know about you, Al, if you went to the VA, if you lived in the VA, you walked home from school. So
if you lived in the what?
VA, it's some apartments you wouldn't know about.
Villa Americana.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some apartments back in the day.
So I wish, Elise is one of our people that keeps us on track behind the scenes. And I wish you were here, because I want another woman's point of view. And you can just say yay or nay, but do you ever go without underwear? Under your clothes?
She does.
Women do it all the time.
Y'all can do it.
Women do it all the time.
It's just one of them things. Like, y'all can do it. So it's just a double standard. Y'all can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want a panty line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
You wear sundress with no panties?
See, man.
So you wear sundresses?
I don't need to know.
All the time.
Like Elise just said that, and I promise that's the sexiest thing I ever heard her say.
No panty lines?
Right, I know that's exactly what she said. But I swear to God, this is how she said, no panty lines. That's how it came out to me, man.
That is not how she said it, but that is absolutely how you heard it.
At least would fool you.
I'm not fooled by Elise
No, Elise
at
would
all.
fool you.
I am not fooled by Elise at all.
You take Elise to L.A.,
No.
it is over.
You spend 2 seconds on Elise's Instagram and you know exactly what's up.
I've never seen
what's her Instagram? We got to tell everybody
check out her Instagram.
We got to follow up.
I was like,
I know. Trust me. I seen Elise in L.A.
No.
I was like, okay, this ain't.
I
there's a different Elise in L.A. and a different Elise in Houston.
She is Wednesday Addams. I want to keep that nice, clean, wholesome little girl thing happening with me, because she just did, and I swear I saw her lip with her.
Yeah.
But men are like, it's like whenever women say like no panties, it's like the filter that you all have, it just goes all crazy. We're just concerned about the fit of the clothes and to make sure there are no lines.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That's cool. But y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all doing.
Honestly, let me tell you something else.
What?
It's really only one panty line we care about. We really don't care about the
I don't even know.
Yeah, that's the grandma.
We don't care about
the granny panties.
Yeah, that's the only one. The boy short panty line, do it.
Yeah.
The I don't even know what y'all call it. The 1 inch, and then the G, and then the T-back. Do it. Let me do it.
Okay.
For the record, I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Al, please. You already have expressed that you are Mr. Victoria's Secret.
I
bet you got a pair of wings on.
We got Ask Al on the way. Also, Ask of the Week. We're going to Ask of the Week. We're going to talk about that coming
and
up.
covering them or not.
Great, right. Great tie-in. All of that and much, much more on the Al Rucker Show.
You tune back into the Al Rucker Show. 7 the Poet.
Sorry, Mark.
Nikki Woods.
Yeah.
Myself, Al Rucker. What we got going on, Nick?
That was different. Al
Rucker.
Rucker.
You know how it is. Just got to slow it down for the peeps.
So I just saw that 50 Cent has inked a deal with the Stars Network. Can you guess for how much?
150 million.
No. Well, God, no. 50 million.
50 million?
Which is still a lot.
Was it 50 million?
Yes.
50 million.
I think it's 50 million.
What's the deal for?
He's gonna make more stuff for Stars.
Yeah, Stars found them. They love 50 now.
Hey.
I mean, none of us ever heard of Stars until Powell.
That's
I know
fine.
that's right.
That's fine. I just want to say this. They say this is a big rich town.
I mean, he's so crazy.
I just come from the poorest part. Bright lights, baby. I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. That's the gospel.
That's the gospel. So he's doing big things, and then you know that the President Obama and Michelle, they signed a deal with Netflix.
Right.
Guess who they are going to get to help them with that network?
Al Rucker.
Oh.
Yes, I didn't want to tell you guys.
Oh, we live out here in these streets. From Frisco to
turning
Maine.
corners.
Turning
Nah,
corners.
me and
Nigga
Michelle,
said that like she was a real G, bro.
me and Michelle go way back.
Way back. Well, and in addition to Al, they've also brought in another big gun. Kobe Bryant is going to do a little work with them on this, so that is going to be amazing.
Man, you know what is tripping me out is that the internet has turned the need for content into it's a real rat race.
It is
They cannot
crazy.
Yes, they cannot make enough content, so everybody's getting a shot. I can't wait.
It's like funny because even when like Netflix first came out, I used to get so frustrated because it would be the same content for like months and months, and you go through all, and then there'd be nothing new. Now every single day you turn it on, and there's something new to watch.
I'm about to make you a millionaire.
Okay.
You just came up with a new social media concept.
What?
Netflirts. Where we watch the same Netflix movie
and
together, but we're not in the same place. We're not in the same room. So the chill part is kind of eliminated because the Netflix and chill girls know what that really mean. So now Netflix and flirt mean, so we get to bond intellectually because now we have to discuss the movie.
I like it.
Well, it's yours. It's
Okay, but we're partners. All three of us.
Okay.
So
I'm with
kids know what Netflix and chill means too, because I said it, and my son was like, "Mom, you don't want to say that out loud."
Yeah, but now we finna
just like you really watch Netflix.
now we
and chill.
finna Netflirts. And a group,
Okay, well, stop talking about it.
Netflix.
why?
You
It's
Netflix and
out
chill
right now.
How often do you Netflix and chill?
Well, I clearly I don't in the term that the way people really mean it. I thought it just was like you sit on your couch and watch Netflix.
Yeah, I don't Netflix.
Well, if you
and
by
chill
yourself, that's one thing. But if
Pornhub
it's-
Well,
and
I'm
chill.
by myself, but apparently my son was like, "Mom, that's not what happens."
When you by yourself, did you hear what I said? Pornhub and chill.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, what?
Oh my god!
I mean,
I'm shocked. I'm joking.
I was like, really, Nikki? You
I'm
shot?
joking. We got Ask Al. That's coming up. Also, out front, we're going to talk about how you can watch your budget when you're dating. And we've got Ask of the Week. All of that is on the way, plus much, much more, and a lot of great music. It's the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. You got Seven the Poet.
Say mine.
You got Nikki Woods.
Yep.
You got myself, Al Rucker. And Nikki, we have the segment we call Out Front with Nikki Woods.
Yes. And so Nikki Woods is going out front with the money man himself, Joe Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
It's going well. So this
Show me the money.
Yeah, right.
I just wanted to say that.
So this is all about, just a quick background story. This is all about the power of social media because I was scrolling through LinkedIn, and Joe and I are connected on LinkedIn, and we've chatted back and forth, and he puts out some phenomenal content. But he wrote this article, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a great topic. And so I invited him to be on the show so that we can talk about it. But you were giving money advice on how to date in a variety of cities, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So it was really a spinoff from a video that went viral that I did, which was called How to Date in Atlanta and Not Go Broke, right? And then so I figured it didn't only apply to Atlanta, so I wrote an article about how you can date in your city and not go broke as well. And it is very well received.
So you didn't go to each city and like date, did you? Or you?
No, I didn't do that. I don't think my wife would
I was going
appreciate
to say, the missus wouldn't like that very much, right?
Unless you took her on all the dates in different cities.
Well,
that's true. You don't stop dating once you're married,
Right,
right?
right.
So a lot of these tips do apply, right? So
what is the most expensive city to date in?
Yeah, it's definitely the coastal cities. So it's like LA and New York are the more expensive ones. But when you think about it, it's really expensive across the board. Let me put in some perspective. A lot of Americans, about 40% or so, if they had an emergency, could not afford a $400 emergency without needing to sell something, right?
Wow.
So when you that I know. Take that in for a minute, right? So, but yet, it's still people want to date, right? People want to date. They want to find love, things of that nature. And when you look at that as compared to the average date around the country, it costs about $100, right? So depending upon how many times you go out per year, I think the most recent study I've seen from Match.com is $1,500 a year that people spend on average.
Seven is making a face. Is that a lot or not a lot?
That's it.
I'm just asking. I just want some context.
First off, you heard Al whisper under his breath.
That's it. But Al is a different story.
And then,
I'm like, wow.
now, hold on, Slim. Look. Then we said the average date, he said, is $100.
Yeah, I don't know what that's.
I need to know where all of those ladies
So
I can do some of that $100 dating. Because, I ain't $100. I'll be out every night. Bring some friends with you.
Shoot, bring 2 friends with you.
I wish, but come on, because he's schooling me. He's schooling me.
I was gonna say, here's the thing: is to become more creative, right? Like I give a prime example. One of the great tools that a person can use, and I think you are familiar with. Tiffany Haddish has done a really good job of promoting, is like Groupon and some of the other daily deal sites, right? So
okay.
So
Joe.
No, listen.
What you mean, no?
Yeah, let it go.
So you mean to tell me, Nikki, I take you out to eat, and then she come, I ask for the ticket, and I put the Groupon thing out there. What you gonna throw the food back? No, like you don't want to eat no more.
Okay, go ahead. So we got Groupon. I'm not gonna talk about that.
No. Here's the cool thing. I was gonna say that the fact that you were talking about sliding the paper out, that's been a long time on the Groupon thing. Now you can just pass them your phone so they can just press it and say that it's been submitted, right? Okay. But no, I think you can not only use it from a saving money standpoint, but you can also use it from an idea standpoint, right? So, a lot of people suffer from a lack of ideas when it comes to dating. So if you look and you're like, okay, I didn't think about, maybe going horseback riding, or that helicopter ride, or that art exhibit, or that festival, or that here's a good Nikki, and this will help you out, so you don't have to use a Groupon at all.
Thank you.
Well, what if somebody just said, hey, why don't we meet out for dessert? How would you feel about that?
Coffee, brunch.
I think that's okay for a first date. I mean, I think that, like, if you're meeting for the first time, that's good. And I'm not, like, one where you have to, like, drop $500. But I've gone out with guys who do the whole creative thing. Like, there's only so many picnics you can go on. Like, we went to some car museum, and I know he got it off Groupon. It's like, I get it. But at the same time.
Now, my style of creative dating is a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Family show.
No, what I was gonna say was like I tell you, like you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to really get yourself together, nothing like that. Just be really comfortable, and then you be like, okay, so where we going? Oh, we ain't going nowhere. And you be like, what you mean we ain't going nowhere? I'm on my way, but you ain't going nowhere. Then what happens is, you get to the roof of your building, and I've hired a private chef, and we have a small table just for us. And then after we eat, we puzzle by candlelight and converse.
He's got to think about puzzling by candlelight.
It's the dopest job ever. Like, I never lose at that show. You know what I mean?
So give us a couple of quick other tips before we let you go on how you can date economically, I guess.
Here's the thing. I think we all agree there's levels to this, right? So maybe on the first date you don't necessarily whip out the Groupon, but you can meet a person out for like, hey, let's meet out for dessert. Let's meet out for a slice of pizza. Let's do something where it's, hey, we're just getting to know each other. Right. No need for me to,
break the bank,
chef, right? Break the bank. But then as you go on, as you get to know somebody, right, and you're really feeling that person there into you, I don't think they'll have any problem with, at least a lot of times they won't have any problem with you getting some creative ideas that can be still, like a helicopter ride in Atlanta. Normally it would cost $300. It costs $150 on Groupon, right? So that's something that's set up in advance and you make reservations. So the person who you're going with wouldn't even know that you are, using a Groupon for that activity, right? So, you have different things that you can do. I see your face, Nikki. You have different things that you can do to do it. But here's the thing. You know what's the most unattractive thing, though? Is for a person to make like they have the resources to take you on these dates. That's true. Only to find out later that they can't keep up with what they initially started with.
That's very true. Right?
Date on your level. Man, I have a friend, she just broke off her engagement.
Because?
She said he was trying to do the most and he didn't really have it.
Yeah. I agree, and that's a good point. And Joe gives a lot of information. He does it with weekly money news you can use, segments in Progressive Voices Network. You can also follow him on social media. Like I said, I learned a ton just on LinkedIn. But on Instagram, he is Joe Knows Money, and also the same on Facebook, so you can connect with him as well. And what's your website, Joe?
Yeah, they really follow me on Facebook.com/Joe Knows Money is the best way to get some money news you can use. I post videos and tips and all this stuff from other, sites that I contribute to. You can find curated right there. The other thing, Nikki, once you do meet that phenomenal person and they decide to put a ring on it, I'm going to suggest they go to Costco in order to get that ring, because they only mark it up by 15%, and it's the same diamond that you can get from Tiffany's. I just want you to know.
That's my boy right there.
I know. So so I won't feel some kind of way when he marches me into Costco and puts a ring on it.
No, he's not gonna march you in it. He's gonna get it in advance. It just ain't gonna be in a little Tiffany box, okay. Right?
Well, we can get a Tiffany box. We can fix all of that. Thank you so much, Joe. We appreciate you sharing those tips. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, bro.
Yeah, he on this stuff.
No, he's really good. I mean, he really does share some phenomenal tips. So definitely hook up with him on social media. We got a lot more show on the way, including Ass of the Week. That's coming up. 7, smirk, smile, laugh, do something.
Trip.
Oh my goodness. Lots more coming up. Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show, and we're at that segment we call Ask Al, which happens to be my favorite segment. You can guess why, Nikki?
Your name is in the title.
There you go.
And we help people, and this chick has a problem.
What she got?
I'm just gonna say, and I just skimmed, but here we go. So it says, Dear Al, my mom has totally embraced the 50 is the new 40 lifestyle. Her wardrobe is modern. She listens to the Migos and often posts some very good comments on Facebook about power and empire. She's definitely living her best life. That makes me very sad. Although it's a little embarrassing at times, I'm more concerned with her choice in men. Her new boyfriend is almost my age, and frankly, I find him very attractive as well. Plus, he's slowly starting to hit on me when he comes by the house to pick up my mom. I think she's just having fun with him, but I can honestly see myself with this guy on a different level. Al, do you think that age differences really matter between older women and younger men? And how do I have this conversation about her latest boy toy boyfriend that I'm starting to like, signed All in the Family in Albany, Georgia?
Yeah, she didn't cross the line.
She threw 2 different questions in there. Like, we don't even need to talk about the older woman, younger dude
leave that
thing.
part alone.
We need to get to the serious issue.
You see me over here smiling.
Yeah.
I'm grinning like the Cheshire Cat. Look here, man.
That's crazy, man.
That lady, first off, look, ain't nothing like getting backdoored by your kinfolk. But your daughter, she's setting you up. She's gonna do it. That little crotch hot. She gonna do it.
Oh.
But the thing about it is, she probably make the attempt. The question of it is what kind of integrity does the boyfriend have?
Man, he already flirting.
But it may not be flirting. She may just take it as if, some people have a flirtatious personality.
Right.
And she may think that.
Right,
she may think he's
He
flirting.
is not important in this whole scenario.
No, it's not important at all. But
it's her.
It's
If
her.
she's already started to develop feelings like that,
yeah.
is just off
Awful.
limits.
Yeah, it's off
My
limits.
sister could have dated somebody in the 3rd grade. Never, ever.
Yeah, you don't go there.
Watch this here.
Never, ever.
Yeah,
you go
and
there,
then this your mama, dog. So, and this is the thing. Mama just playing. Mama just having fun.
Yeah,
You know
she
what I'm
having fun
saying?
right
She
now.
living her best life. But you know what?
The
I
minute-
would be Team Petty if I was mama. I'd let it go down. Girl, I ain't tripping. Yeah, baby. And as soon as she, I'd be like, he just like your daddy.
You are too petty.
Sure would.
No,
But I tell
yeah.
you what, she may be playing with him now, but let her find out that her daughter is pushing up on her. It's gonna get real serious
That's gonna
real
be
quick.
yeah. They're gonna be
Serious
fighting
like
down
she
there. in
gonna beat her
Albany.
daughter up, or serious like she gonna try to
Yeah,
keep
they gonna
the
be- they gonna
maintain
be
the
I'm
fighting.
man
just
on
saying,
some
all of a sudden,
competition.
her feelings are going to be a lot different about him. I mean,
Very
it's going to be a
different.
problem.
Yeah, big problem.
Because normally, if you're not serious about somebody and some other little woman is pushing up on him, she's probably like, oh, well, go ahead, take him. But your daughter, that's a problem.
Take him. That's what Grace Jones said in
But
Conan.
but the daughter is foul because if you start
She
to
is
develop
foul. She
feelings
is.
for somebody that your mom is dating, that's the problem. So, all in the family.
I mean, all these dudes out here, man. It's a shortage on dudes.
It's not that big of a
It ain't, but it ain't that big,
It's
man.
not that
you
big of a shortage.
you gonna slide your mama, Slim?
It's not that
Oh,
big of
you
a shortage.
scandalous. But you know what? If you that scandalous, you might be fun. What's to send them my
That's
number?
crazy, man.
Send them my number.
I cannot with you.
Why? But I bet she will. Oh, I bet she would.
Oh
She
my
be all on it.
Yeah, she dying for it, man.
Well, speaking of dating, we are going to be talking about the different, the budget or what budget you should be on and the different ways that you can save money when you're dating. But first, Ask Al is brought to you by Primacy Wines. Whew, you talk about
can't-
Netflix and chill.
But you can't say that in the same sentence.
Say what in the same sentence?
Budget and primacy.
No, you cannot.
That ain't no cheap wine.
It's not a cheap wine, but it's not going to break the bank, but it is so good.
It is good.
It is
That's
so
why
good.
it's not cheap.
Well, no, I mean you get what you pay for, but I'm just saying it's not. I don't think it's outlandish. I mean,
Have
I
you
think
ever
that you
seen
can.
Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
You remember when he walks in the room and the clothes fall off?
That's what primacy does. Dude.
Boy, look here. I had some primacy on the countertop.
Mm-hmm.
I opened, and let me say, I had the candles lit and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I got the text, y'all don't knock no more. I got the text outside. Well, I have a garage door opener upstairs. It just looked magic that when you say outside, it's the garage. You know what I'm saying? She don't know it's a whole garage door opener upstairs. So anyway, the garage come up. She come in the house. The primacy is sitting next to the candle and what?
And the puzzle.
And the puzzle. And the puzzle. Look, man, I have a 4-wall. I come down the staircase. By the time I round the staircase, I just see her.
And the clothes just off.
Primacy.
It would do it every time. It would do it every
You never
time.
expected that for a commercial,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, hey, we gonna make that. We gonna shoot that one.
You can learn
We're
more
gonna have to
about
shoot
how
that one.
you too can score, I guess, with Privacy Wines at primacywines.com. But we got more on the way, including Out Front and Ass of the Week, all right here on the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show, and we're at that segment we call Ass of the Week. Who is that person?
Yes, I want to talk about it, and maybe we can vote on whether or not this is officially an Ass of the Week. But there was a parent on a flight. Did you see this story?
Oh man.
With her child. Did you see the story?
No.
She was on a flight. Her child had to go to the bathroom, and there was situations where couldn't go, and so the mom let the child go to the potty in the aisle on the plane.
Wow.
And so social media had just a field day. You can see there's an Instagram post where you can see the woman actually holding the child on the potty, just feet, just right there in the aisle next to other passengers. And so, you know, the crew told him he couldn't do it. They need to go to the, you know, lavatory. And and according to the post, she said, "I don't give up." And so they blurred, obviously, the child, but the child had to go. And so people are saying she should be banned from flying for life. Other people are like, you know, yes, potty training is hard at work. If you couldn't make it to the potty, this is the best thing to do for the child's self-esteem. So I'm torn.
Yeah.
You know, at first I was like, you know, she shouldn't be going to the bathroom in the aisle. But then, I mean, she had a potty. It's not like she just went on the floor.
Right. Okay. So that's the thing. When I got the information before I saw the video, that's exactly what I thought. I thought the baby went to the bathroom, just in the aisle, just butt to the carpet.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. The baby had. It was a potty, you know what I'm saying?
It was a training potty.
A training potty, you know what I'm saying? Now, I've never really understood the uproar over breastfeeding in public.
Right.
Bro, listen, it's breastfeeding, you know what I'm saying? You know, I get that some people are really perverted. It might turn some people on. I don't know what the problem is, though. I probably personally don't see a problem with a woman feeding her child the purest milk that they can.
Right.
You know, feeding the baby cow milk is endangerment, but we ain't making no fuss over that.
But we know there's a point.
Where the potty is concerned, have you ever flushed the airport?
I won't even go to the bathroom on the airplane.
I would not put my baby on that toilet, dogs.
I have not been to the bathroom on an airplane once.
You know what I'm saying?
And me neither.
And then this is the thing. This is the thing. On another note, you know what? Then I want you to just go in there. Don't use the bathroom. Just flush it. So
I've been in there, which is why I won't go. It's like you turn right around, like.
Man, but they even they had like the extra stuff, you know, like for the old people that you can put on the toilet so you don't have to sit so low so you can get up. They got stuff like that for babies too. You know what I'm saying? That she probably could invest in for flights or people for flights. But once again, she has something for the baby.
How old was the baby?
To you. Man, the baby, like it was a toddler.
Yeah, like 2. But I think that when you're potty training, I mean, it's the immediate need. Like, because most 2-year-olds don't say, "Mommy, I got to go to the bathroom in 5 minutes. Let's get up, let's walk down the aisle and get to the bathroom." I mean, normally when they got to go, they're like, "Okay, I got to go." And but
I don't understand, why wouldn't they make an exception and put the baby a pamper on if you're gonna take a flight?
Because that goes against the
stinking.
Yeah, but you're trying to teach them that they don't go in Pampers anymore. That they go in the potty.
Though. It's only for a couple of hours.
Nah, though, bro. Watch this here. Now, this the teacher in me. If I'm teaching you one way, I'm never finna let you go back.
Yeah.
I'm never finna let you think about it. You an athlete, Al. So what coach give you, coach don't tell you to do. Oh, okay. You know what? Now I done got your speed up. Just gonna run a little slower.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, for that particular, it's kind of like it's you just make an exception for this one time. I mean, I would just put him on a pamper just for. I wouldn't have thought about bringing I'm walking around with a porta potty in the airport.
That this mother does not look like
with a pot in the airport.
This mother does not look like us. Okay, well, so let's say that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you walk around with a pot.
And so probably if I was, and I've taken babies on planes, probably I would have done that.
Yeah,
I would have
put him on a pamper for a couple hours.
I've never traveled with an infant or a toddler, and this is the thing that you have to understand about early childhood development. It's that direction. You know, you don't want to, because you confuse a child.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay to use a diaper this time. Nah, because now I don't know when. Now I'm trying to figure out as a child.
I would just think at that age they got a pull up on. So at the end of the day, you put a pull up on just in case they have an accident. You don't take, as you potty train them, you don't just take them off the pamper completely and put them on underwear.
Yeah, but it's different between having an accident and intentionally letting them go.
Exactly.
But I have a bigger issue. Let me just say. I have a bigger issue with the kids that kick the back of the seat. Now, like, if we really want to talk about something, we need to control the kids that kick the back of the seat, not the kids that are going potty in the aisle.
Most of the times, the parents next to the kids that kick the back of the seat, they sleep.
Oh my Jesus!
I wouldn't. It wouldn't bother me. I'm in first class.
We just went to rich man talk.
No.
And you know what I found? There are not a lot of kids on night flights.
Yeah. Or in first class.
All right. Well,
and international flights.
Exactly.
Glad that you could spend this time with us.
In first class, they have what we like to call lay flats.
Mhm.
You can't
He's
kick.
like what we like to call.
Yeah,
Man,
you
you
can't
ever-
kick the
Lay
back
back.
of the seat.
You ever roll on a Dreamliner? Oh my God, that's the best.
Oh,
When the seat just
yeah.
reclines all the way down like a bed. So I don't have them problems.
Basically, your seat is a twin bed.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we
Ain't
want to
nobody
thank
kicking that.
Lisa Nichols for hanging out with us today and helping us power up. We want to thank Joe for being in out front with us. We want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with us and hitting us up on social media. And
We want to thank parents that potty train
Yeah.
because the situation can get real.
and people that prefer to fly first class ain't got to worry about them problems.
anyway, we will
That
be
happened
back.
on Spirit. That was on Spirit.
We know.
She was on Spirit.
It
Let me
was-
tell you something. When I'm on a plane, I'm so gone on premises. They can kick seats and potty in the aisle.
we will be back with another edition of the Al Rucker Show.
Or you sit into the exit aisle. Ain't nobody sitting behind you.
Al Rucker Show. Say
Thank you.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
7.
Oh, that's right. Kids can't sit in the exit aisle.
There
Bye
you
bye.
go. Bye bye.
Plane leaving.
Problem solved.
Skirt, skirt.
The Al Rucker